Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laken and today we're going to be doing another keto video. So I have already fasted. It is 1:34, so it's a little bit later in the afternoon. So I did eat a little bit later last night. So I typically fast. I just drank my water and then right now we're going to make some keto coffee. Okay, so for my keto coffee, I use my Keurig here, and I like the original Donut Shop regular. It's a medium roast coffee, and so I just pop that right in there, and then it kind of gives me on the screen like what I want. I want 10 ounces, and then I'm just gonna hit start, and that's gonna go ahead and make that coffee. So we'll be right back after that coffee is brewed. Okay, so now that is finished, I'm just gonna take that off. And I do like to replace it with a cup because sometimes it does drizzle a little bit. Okay, so let me move the camera a little bit more over. All right, so the first thing I do is I'm going to put some heavy whipping cream in here. I'm using the H-E-B heavy whipping cream. And I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. I'm not measuring this, I'm just eyeballing it a little bit. So I'm gonna add that. And then I'm gonna take my Perfect Keto Keto Collagen. It's the vanilla. And I am almost out of this, but I have a backup container, so. And I'm just gonna plop one scoop in there. Now for MCT powder, you can either use the liquid version or you can use the powder version. I'm gonna use the powder version in my coffee. And same thing, I'm just taking one scoop. And then if you want extra sweetness, you can always add the monk fruit sweetener. This is my favorite sweetener for keto. It's the Laken monk fruit sweetener with erythritol. I really like this one. It doesn't have that nasty aftertaste. But I already think that this is sweet enough, so I'm just gonna be taking my little kitchen mixer and just mixing this all up. So now once that's mixed up, I do really like to add cinnamon on top. I feel like it just really changes the flavor. So I'm just gonna be drizzling a little bit on there. And yeah, that is how I make my keto coffee. So now let me take you guys over and we are gonna make some breakfast or lunch. Okay, so I've got my butter here melting. So I'm doing kind of like a keto carnivore, so I'm gonna be making eggs and Canadian bacon. So I'm just kind of heating up that butter, and we're gonna be cooking the eggs in the butter, because this is kind of like a beef and butter fast. So I'm just gonna take my eggs. And then I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be right back. For my eggs, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt. This is the Himalayan pink salt. And I'm just gonna kind of move that around so the butter kind of gets And now for the hard part, I'm going to flip it. This doesn't always work, so. Ooh, it worked. So now that it is flipped over, I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little bit more of that sea salt, just a tiny bit. And I'm gonna place my plate right here, so whenever it's ready to go, we'll just slap it over there to the plate. this is pretty good for me. So I'm just gonna kind of wiggle it on that spatula. Okay, there's 2 eggs. Now I'm going to cut a little bit more this Kerrygold butter. Okay, just 2 little thin slices of that Kerrygold butter. I'm gonna kind of move that around. And I'm just taking my little Canadian bacon and just placing 2 slices there. That was probably a little bit too much butter, but it's okay. And I kind of take them out when they're a little bit more brown, kind of like this one right here. That one's almost perfect. And I do hold them down with the spatula because they kind of curl up a little bit. And I'm just kind of letting it drain. Okay, gonna turn that heat off. I like to place it over and put this in the sink. All right, and there you have it. This is my first meal of the day. 2 eggs, Canadian bacon, and my keto coffee. So good. So I'm gonna eat this and drink this, and then I'll see you back for dinner. Bye. Hi y'all. Okay, so it is much later in the day. I know it doesn't feel like it to you guys, but it is. It is 6:13 now, and we are gonna go ahead and start dinner, okay? Okay, so here we have our cast iron skillet, and I'm just gonna turn this on. And then, of course, we're gonna be cooking with the Kerrygold butter. And we're gonna be making like a taco bowl. So I'm gonna take about that much, and I like to slice it in 2s. And we're just gonna put that right there on the pan like that. I'm gonna turn down the heat just a little bit. And we're just buttering this pan. Instead of using oils, we're using butter. Okay, so I'm gonna set this right on off to the side. Okay, so for our taco bowl, I'm going to be using some cheese, and then we're gonna season with a little bit of this garlic. And then this, I really love this. Okay, so this is gonna chop up that ground meat. And my dad actually bought this for me. It is the Pampered Chef. And I'm not sure what you call this, but I'm sure that you can go onto their website and figure that out. So I'm gonna be taking this Kirkland's organic ground beef, 85% lean, 15% fat. It says raised without antibiotics and no added growth hormones. And I thawed this out. We keep this on hand in the freezer. I can never get these things open. It's really hard for me. Okay, now that I got that meat open, I'm just going to slap that right on in there. And then I'm just gonna wash my hands. And I'm just kind of chopping this up and making it a ground beef. Okay, so now I'm just gonna set this in the sink. So I don't have the top that goes to this, so this is just another top that goes to another pan, and this is what we use. I definitely need to buy the top to this. I didn't know they made a top to it, but I saw it in another girl's video that I watched, so I was like, wow, I need that. So we're just gonna let this brown here, and then we'll be right back whenever I put in the seasonings, okay? Okay, so I'm back. Let's check on this meat here. I'm just gonna kind of give it a good stir. Kind of chopping it up a little bit with my spatula as well. So it definitely does need to still cook a little bit, but I'm gonna just add a little bit of garlic in here for some flavoring. Just about this much. Also going to add some of this pink Himalayan salt. This one says Trader Joe's, but I actually already finished all that was in here in the Trader Joe's one. So I bought some two pretty large size, they came in a pack of 2, but they were from Kirkland, Costco. They're the Kirkland brand. So I just dump it into here because this fits better in my spice cabinet than those huge ones. Okay, so now that we've salted that a little bit, just stirring this up with that garlic, and then we'll let it sit again. Just gonna put the top back on that. But yeah, since breakfast this morning and my coffee and of course drinking my water, I have not been hungry. So if you're having a hard time with fasting or getting from lunch to dinner, I definitely say the key is the coffee and of course drinking lots of water to keep you nice and full. And of course with time it gets a lot easier. I know that in the beginning I kind of struggled a little bit, but now I can get through the day and have no problems. Okay, so we're just gonna let this continue to cook and then we'll be back whenever it is nice and browned, okay? Okay, let's check the meat again. So this looks pretty well done. And I didn't drain any of the juices. It kind of just soaks it in a little bit. Okay, now we're just going to place it in the bowl. And now that I am on keto carnivore, I am not measuring out my food or the meats or anything like that. I'm just eating how much ever I want, meat wise. Okay, so I'm gonna take about that much right there. And I am going to sprinkle some cheese. I have been grating all of my cheese. This one I got from Aldi. It's the Happy Farms Kobe Jack. And then I just write the expiration date on here. And I think that block cheese is way better. You get a better amount. And of course, cost-wise, it's definitely better. But all the chemicals that they put into bag shredded cheese is ridiculous. So it's just a lot easier and convenient to just shred your own and know exactly what you're putting into your body. Okay, so this is it. This is my dinner for tonight. This is my little taco bowl. Of course, if your family is not doing keto like mine is, my boyfriend will actually eat this with some cheese and sour cream and a taco or a tortillas, but I definitely won't be. I'll be eating it just like this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. All right, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this little keto cook with me video and what I eat in a day. I hope that it helped you guys out to see what I'm eating, and hopefully you guys are inspired to make some of these meals. And yeah, so here is my dinner again. Just some ground beef with just a little bit of shredded cheese on top. And that will keep me full. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and thank you so much for watching. Definitely like, subscribe, and comment down below. It really helps out my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you guys are having a blessed day wherever you guys are.